I'm just gonna leave these two out. Leave the ones over. All right. Thank you, Brett Wells, for your $20 donation. Because voice changer, choose it, Flicky. And thank you, Bryce Davis, for your $10 donation. Was not planning to donate again, but I had to do it for Flicky activating his Devil Trigger-powered voice echo in Mission 4 and giving us the funniest 5 minutes of the marathon. I don't think he figured it out, but he may later. Thank you, Matthew Peel, for your $40 donation. Well done, guys. Although I see a distinct lack of Quake 1 speedruns. Fantastic cause.
It will look dark. This is a dark section. He's just checking out the dark section.
We're keeping an eye on PMs.
Okay, it looks literally black on the screen.
Oh, okay.
So, if you shrunk the in-game brightness,
Well, it's...
It doesn't have them.
in this particular, during the menus here, it should look okay.
it looks okay on the menus look okay, but that
Yeah,
part where you were in.
it's supposed to be black.
No, it's like completely black. I can't see anything except the HUD.
So, is
Well,
it...
that's fine. It's only 2 screens, but I need to be able to see it.
Okay, all right. Okay, I guess that's.
Yeah, this is the.
I might be able to adjust the brightness on this
Yeah,
thing.
it's only a very short segment of the run where you're essentially...
I said, I just know that the O's have a preset. If it's like one in there, the O's are bright enough that you can see it just fine.
Right. Yeah, we would use that, except it doesn't have component input. We could have gotten around that if we don't have time that they didn't have component input, but by the time we found out, it was too late. The one on the top of the TV is the one that's being used right now. Quickie was very particular about where he wanted to sit and have the TV.
There we go.
Backlight and...
Right until 45.
Damn.
There we go.
The prizes for this block. I have them here.
Does that actually get brighter over time?
Okay, alright. If you're good, then the stream will have to deal with a black screen.
Yeah, it's not for long, it's just the case there.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's going to turn everything else bright, but you know.
Yes, it's going to, yeah, everything else is going to, it's just on here. Oh yeah, the HD collection, which is a few minutes faster.
Yeah, the load times are a lot better.
Okay.
Is there anything else different in the game for HD collection?
There are. It's mainly little things that, unless you play the game way too much, you wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
Like the cardboard box, the collision size is larger
Okay.
in this version, which is annoying, so you run into walls a lot.
Are there any like glitches that's only version specific or?
They fixed the bug on the right before the Fury. You can normally fall through the floor.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, I was.
They fixed that, so.
That was like the only
Okay.
genuine break in the game that I can remember.
3, 2, you want time?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Normally, you don't actually get control for a while, but SDA timing counts
After
everything.
the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West.
Does it use the in-game timer for this game?
It does,
Okay, yeah. That's
which includes the credits, which
So-
are 11 minutes long in this version.
Can you skip them?
Nope.
But it's like,
Kojima
yeah,
wanted you to see who made this game.
Well, at least it's consistent.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, it's not like the credits are going to be a random factor.
Well, the annoying part is you can't figure out what rank you got until the results screen, which is after all that.
Oh, that sucks.
Alright.
But you can generally assume, I mean, no kill runs aren't hard to get in this game. And, you know, you should remember if you got an alert in order to continue. So
Yeah,
if you didn't get either of
especially
those,
in European Extreme.
yeah, if you didn't get either of those, then you have Foxhound,
Yeah.
which is what I'm going to try to get, but I've only ever done it twice in a single segment, so odds of me getting it here are practically none.
This game has a lot of stuff where people don't realize it until their second playthrough. Some of it even in basic combat, like CQC, or like how you can hang from a tree and shoot. It's pretty much irrelevant in the game, but you have the option.
Yeah, one of the main things you'll be seeing speed-wise is if you shoot a tranquilizer dart into an enemy and you knock them down in any way, they'll be instantly knocked out, no matter where you actually hit them with the tranquilizer dart. So usually you just run up behind a guy, shoot a dart in him, and then roll over him for an instant knockout.
Yeah. You walk slower in the mud, so he rolls over those segments.
Yeah, rolling is faster over uphills and downhills, just like the cardboard box is faster up and downhills. Cardboard box is pretty much the best item in this game.
It is totally the best. One thing that I'd like to donate for, but it just takes too much time, is like Sigint's dialogue about why are you in a box? It's just like, I need to be in the box.
Also, it's too bad we also can't do the dream sequence.
That's actually-
both the dream sequence and the codec calls about it with the paramedic answering it.
Yeah, they removed that from the HD collection version.
Oh, the dream sequence.
Dream sequence, which is a good thing because it's really irritating to split a save there for practice,
true.
and then every time you load, you have to go through the dream sequence.
So
Paramedic talks about that movie every single time.
when you saw, it's like that enemy sort of like looked at him, but he rolled in the way. It takes a bit of time from them to like look at you for the alert to take effect, sort of.
Yeah, that's why the body slam works, because you can run up behind a guy, and before he has time to actually call in any alerts, you can slam him to the ground.
Behold, power of bees.
Yes.
Yeah, this screen in Snake Eater, not Virtuous Mission, is by far the hardest screen in the game, because most of this, when you're going for a Foxhound, is so precise that even a little mistake will just ruin it. And there, it's way too easy to make a mistake.
Yeah. The Foxhound run on SDA is like crazy good.
Yeah. If you ever watch any of Hikari's runs, you'll
yeah.
be amazed.
It's one of the runs where it's like some of the runs are like there's a few glitches or things that aren't quite up to date, but Hikari's are like the
Yeah.
gold standard.
Yeah, from what I remember, his single segment of this game, of the HD version, is like 121, and that includes the credits.
Yeah. It was like it was minutes faster than the PS2 version, which is already like stupid fast.
Yeah. My personal best is something like that, for comparison, is around 136, I
Which
think.
is like
So-
still a very good time.
So just to remind everyone, there were 2 donation incentive challenges for this run. One was singing the intro song, which I guess we'll get to
which will come up very soon.
very soon. And the other was the Naked Ocelot unit.
I don't know some of the words.
I don't know.
We're just gonna be like mumbling.
I know the
Both
two.
of which were
I
met.
know the words.
Okay, good.
Yeah, 'cause there's one part I
It's like
can't
one
quite
of my favorite
catch what she
videos
says.
in, Vocal Tim. Hopefully my voice is
Yeah.
able enough.
The controls when you're trying to fix yourself up are completely messed up. Sometimes you'll use items you're not even highlighting.
I forgot this segment.
And also during this run, we have a couple of prizes that we are trying to locate for the stream right now.
Here comes the song, by the way.
Oh.
Located them.
Has everybody got their singing voice ready?
Oh yeah.
So this is the Konami prize package, I believe,
The song is.
which is a $5 buy-in, which includes the
What's up?
Oh, this is cool.
This is gonna be so bad. Nick Larry.
What a thrill. Searching and I missed that
I
part.
know the tune.
You're so supreme.
Dead alive, not for honor, but for you. Bum, bum.
I wish I could smash it by
Time.
There'll be no one else. Come on, join in, man.
Cry, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you'll go through the rain. Someday you'll feed on a tree frog. To try to survive for the alive, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Oh, God. Right, it's the way I fly to you. So worth the money. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
It's almost over, Chad. It's okay.
Alright.
I'm still in a dream, snake eater. This game's soundtrack is
I did a little.
crazy good.
The soundtrack is freaking great.
I apologize.
Prizes now?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd pay for
yes.
that.
Let's
any
get
day.
Cool.
prizes.
So, if you want to show off this shirt here, Nick Larry,
Oh,
and if Molotov,
Holy
how do you
crap.
feel about wearing this during your run? Okay, so just real quick here for the web. Ow!
sorry.
For the webcam here. I don't know if you guys can see this here. Maybe. Yeah. Or maybe this here. Well, in any case, I'm just gonna drape this over your shoulders here. Wow. This is the official. This is the official. Oh, Metal Gear Solid apparel. In addition,
Oh, this is the front.
yes. In addition to that, you have this sweet little Metal Gear Solid 2 wristband, I believe. Yes. Goes on like such.
Konami donated them.
Konami did donate this, so big shout out to Konami for donating pretty cool prizes. Let me see if I can get this on. Oh god, I look like a dork. Let's not do that. We're just gonna leave this here. Let's show that.
You're
off.
worried about that after that song?
I didn't sing, alright?
You should have.
I'm glad.
Okay, here comes a big trick here, if I get this right.
Knock your way back in off the end.
I hope I rolled at the right time. I could get an alert here. Okay, that's close.
So to mention the soundtrack.
When you hold out an item that a throwable, you don't actually make footstep sounds. I'll be definitely using that a lot, especially at the room right before the boss.
Yeah. The AI is not that random. It's very consistent. It's just in some cases very
Hardest
precise.
room in the game by
Right.
far.
That's right. All Metal Gear.
You make a mistake in this, you're done. And thank God I didn't make a mistake. Yeah.
So as a random note, since we were talking about how good the soundtrack is, Harry Gregson Williams, as a random note, also did the music for The Rock, which is one of the silliest Michael Bay movies you could ever see with Sean Connery in it.
And Nicolas Cage.
And Nicolas Cage, yeah.
Yeah, but by the way, that room there, the roll off the cliff, if you roll too close, that guard will hear you land. If you roll into that tree, he'll turn around and see you. If you roll too far, he'll turn around and see you. If you don't roll, he'll see you before you make it to the tree. So pretty much,
Now, there's no areas in this.
there is
okay.
no margin for error in that room.
And in this area here, though, there's no enemies until you get to the.
Right. But if you enter this room in caution mode, there are enemies. And the AK-47, even though I'm going for no kills, is actually very useful for the fear. But you'll see that later. I won't spoil it.
Are you going to use the tooth strat thing?
It involves a stun grenade.
Okay.
Yeah, the cardboard box, the best item. And this, I break this window because it's useful for the donation incentive, the Naked Ocelot unit, which involves taking off my shirt and not using any weapons at all.
Yeah.
So do we ever have a donation incentive for the crack cap, or?
I didn't come up with one.
Okay. Yeah, because it's a little.
It came up
little ways
last
out of the
minute.
way.
Yeah, that and it would require a New Game Plus, which I felt I would feel kind of dirty doing New Game Plus. It just seems weaker.
Well,
Okay, here we go. Audio cues. You gotta time this roll. That was closer than I wanted it to be. This is a little bit random. The third guy, well, you'll see in a minute. The third guy, if he's looking my direction, it's a bit of a problem. Crap, he is. It's much harder to avoid him. I'm not used to doing it. He normally doesn't do that. This is where more randomness kicks in. Normally you don't get spotted, but it is random. It sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't.
If he gets this, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's one of the few things that causes lag in this version. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get all 5 of them. It's actually possible, but it's very rare.
It's just a surprise.
Yeah. 2 times will make them run to you, but I do 3 just to be sure.
Yeah, chat loved that.
Yeah.
And the guard after this is the reason why I definitely wanted a fairly large TV to do this on, because he can actually see you in a very tiny gap if he's looking your direction. You need to move when he's looking away. Okay, I'll wait for it.
Yes, the
He
guy
looks
can see
to
right
the
in that
right.
little tiny square there, little vent
Okay.
right there, right?
This guy's smart too.
Smart in quotes.
Oh yeah. It really says something when there's a guard later on in the mountain section that is by far the dumbest enemy in the game. He works hard for that title. It's possible to swing too early, and if you punch in the air near a guard, he'll hear you, so you have to be a little bit careful about that.
All
There we
right.
go. There's the last guy. Yeah, I definitely wanted to show that off because I'm more consistent at that than I am at the speedrun method, which is a little bit crazier.
Yeah,
Like stun grenades and
It's yeah, you're a lot more aggressive.
It's a more aggressive and it's not as entertaining.
So is it okay to read some donations now?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
yes.
Thank you, Luke Broadbent, for your $10 donation. Congrats on the successful event to put my $10 towards Sig's 16-star run. My best mate passed away from cancer in 2009, and what I would give for one more night of gaming with him if possible. Could you shoot out Darko 117? Shout out Darko 117. Thanks. Thank you, Corey Fee, for your $10 donation. You guys never fail to amaze with them mad skills. And on top of that, you're doing amazing work to better the lives of countless people. So much love to you all. Good luck on Metal Gear Solid 3, and watch out for the crab battles. Put this to the Konami prize pack.
Unfortunately, there will be one crab harmed in this run.
The gators, the gators can be pretty nasty enemies if they get you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
one
gators
hit
are
kill.
like one of the most dangerous
One hit
animals in the game. Because if they flail that tail, they will beat the crap out of you.
And underwater, it's a one-hit kill.
Yep.
Yeah, they grab you in the spin and that's it.
Of course, if they're yawning, then you can always get a one-up on them.
Thank you, Hokim H, with a lot of foreign characters that our tracker cannot read, for your $15 donation. Hey guys, what an awesome event for an awesome cause. Put this money towards the 16-star run in Super Mario 64. Shout out to Pillarless.
Okay, here, another good reason to have a bigger TV is I ran past a claymore. Yeah, the shooting there, I really hope I don't get that rare luck I had. Exactly one time, normally you shoot the gun to get the dog to bark, which for some reason causes one of the enemies at the far end of this fence to hear it, and so he goes looking. Well, in one of my practice runs, instead of just barking, the dog started to run around in circles near the end of the tree, or near where I jump off, and yeah, needless to say, that didn't end well, because as soon as I jumped down, he saw me. But it happened exactly one time.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it happened in practice instead of in the marathon.
And I don't think there's too many like places where randomness in the AI's movement can really screw you.
Yeah, that's why this game is so good for speedrunning.
Yes.
Besides the fact that there are about 1 million ways through each screen. It's an old game, so most of the ways have been figured out by now, but you can still figure out a few interesting ways. But also because it's pretty much 95% skill. The randomness usually comes up in the boss fights, like Ocelot, who I'll admit, not very good at. Yeah, sometimes the auto aim just fails me miserably. Really? That's not good. Why is it? That's really bad. Really?
There goes that.
I've never had luck this bad. Oh,
If I remember
great.
correctly,
That's really bad. That is really, really bad. Oh, no, it's not. Okay.
That was good.
I thought he was behind the tree for
Yeah.
some reason.
If I remember right, isn't it only during the first time he reloads, he does it outside the tree, and then every time thereafter he's behind the tree?
Yes. If you shoot him.
Right.
Yeah, this is where I have to apologize for it being a total black screen.
Yeah, this
but,
is just how the game is in this segment.
Yeah, if you spend long enough in here, your eyes will adjust to it. But
Yeah, like Snake's eyes will.
yeah, but that takes way too long. That was an uglier fight than usual, but that's why I quit the Oscam camo, because it gives you it cuts damage by 2/3 or 1/3. I mean, so
Another thing, like if you didn't notice, is that he did a stamina kill on that boss. As I think
Right.
you do stamina kills on every boss in this run, right?
right.
Yeah. It's
I do it in this Ocelot. Technically, you can kill him and still get Foxhound, but in a new game, you need it because the animals camo that he drops is just too good. Yeah, for the mountain section, it's the best camo.
And I think otherwise you have to use what, Desert Strike?
Choco Chip.
Choco Chip.
Yeah, which isn't anywhere close to as good. I tried using Choco Chip for the
It's like plus 10, plus 15.
really risky strategy I used in the first mountain area, and it doesn't work. Even if you have desert face paint, so.
Is the moss from the end ever useful in this run?
You have to hold him up to get it, which I do hold him
Oh,
up,
yeah,
but there's the one crab that's harmed.
And this is for a much later boss fight. Oh, that's
This
crap, sorry.
is for, I use it after the pain near the river section because I need to eat a meal or restore stamina at some point, and it's best to do it before I start swimming a lot so that I can swim farther before having to come back up for air.
Yeah, for a second I thought it was a frog when it flipped over, and I thought it was revolting.
And unfortunately, this is another fight that I'm really bad at. I say that legitimately, not like Ocelot, because he's... You'll see. That... Oh, what am I doing? I can't... There we go. A little twitchy.
Yeah, he uses a grenade to blast the bees away.
Can you also use a shotgun?
Okay, it takes 4 shots actually. Technically, you can throw a smoke grenade to avoid these bullet bees, but it's random, so I wouldn't advise doing it single second. I used shotgun for the second phase.
Oh, it gets a grenade.
Yeah, because you get the grenade and instantly gets there.
Hitting his head is such a pain. It really is. Because he bobs around. And it just seems like his head is such a smaller target than it should be. Yeah, I should be a little careful there. Because I went into this fight with less health than I wanted. Really? That's how you're gonna do it?
What? Oh, that was bad luck.
There we go.
Really? Oh, this is going really badly.
Yeah, the basic enemies in the game are pretty consistent in terms of their behavior. Bosses are pretty fickle.
Yeah. Yeah, in a submittable way. Okay, you know what? We should get ready. Oh, don't tell me that hit him. I gotta be kidding. And then he does that. Okay. But normally in a submittable speedrun, you would have him down so early that he doesn't really get a chance to show his randomness. We'll just go with the safe version.
No, I haven't followed MGS's storyline that closely because it's a little lengthy and confusing, but
3 is the not
Yeah, it's the
crazy
very first
one.
one.
but since when has bees been a vital?
It's just this guy.
Well-
Yeah, it's just this guy.
He's just the bee guy.
I mean, there is, if we really want to talk about story, basically
No.
he was part of this elite unit. That's
Okay.
all. That's
No.
all you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
We'll leave
Let's
that
not
one
talk
alone.
about MGS's
No.
story.
basically
best
there's
not.
like an elite unit of
There's
like
no
crazy
such thing as
super
basic
soldiers.
when we're discussing Metal Gear Solid stories.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 is like it doesn't have as much crazy like weird things that happen as in 1 and 2.
Mhm.
And I haven't played 4 yet.
Forrest got some decently crazy things.
I hear it's good.
All right, is it okay to read off some more donations? All right. Thank you, Havanez Gregorchek, for your $20 donation. It says, Snake, Snake, Snake! Fission mailed. It's a time paradox. Thank you, Kyle Adams, for your $5 donation. Hey guys, outstanding marathon this year. Metal Gear Solid is my favorite series of all time, and I hope to speedrun this game myself someday. Put this $5 towards SIG 16-star run. Thank you, Peter Verbally, for your $50 donation. Hey guys, you're doing great. Hang in there as the end is almost in sight. Here's $50 as encouragement, and for hearing your best take on the Furies, I came back from space.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the more crazy bits of this. This takes place in, what, 63?
64.
Well, yeah.
64. And, yeah, right now he is attempting to dodge flying escort, like, troop carriers in 1964.
Volgan's advanced.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this part always freaks me out because that first searchlight, it seems like dodging it on the right side, you'd think you would hug the wall to avoid being seen, but actually you want to go along the wall instead because I guess his legs stick out and you'll get spotted otherwise. But
The Fury is kind of like a joke in his backstory. A lot of the character, he's just like, I don't know. When you watch the cutscene where he talks about the Fury,
I should say that killing an enemy with shooting a fuel drum does not count as a kill.
I assume we do not kill the end here.
it's possible
It is possible.
for people that don't know.
Yeah, and if you don't duck, you'll be killed by the wheel.
Yeah, if you kill him, one of the wheels will just come straight at you. If you're looking in the sniper rifle, you just see it come right at you. And if you do kill him, you fight the Ocelot unit in the jungle instead of the end.
Okay, this also scares me because this roll is a bit precise. Okay, that's good. This guy at the top of the stairs is probably the second smartest guy in the game.
Here. We found signs of enemy infiltration.
He likes that phone call.
It's like Burn Notice. You act like you're supposed to be there and no one cares.
I remember seeing a lot of videos of people just like screwing around with the AI, like dancing around with the torch
Yeah.
and stuff.
Like you can come right up to it and just like hold the torch at them, and they will eventually light
Or
on fire.
how overpowered those magazines are.
Oh man. You know, put the magazine there, throw some rotten food.
Yeah, definitely the YouTube CXP.
Yes.
I was gonna use his strategy originally for the Ocelot unit, which involved basically taking out 7 enemies at the same time with a stun grenade. But it looks really ridiculous. But the naked version seemed to be better.
Thank you, Fabian Dolert, for your $10 donation. Molotov sings like an angel. Nearly. Awesome show. Keep up with that great work. Greetings to the best woman on this planet, Jane. I love you. Thank you, Andrew Jankovic, for your $50 donation. You guys are doing a great job for a good cause and messing up my sleep habits. Been looking forward to Snake Eater the most. Go Molotov. Put this towards SIG's 16-star run.
Yes, please. What's do we have a total on that? The 16-star run?
Let me check where that is at right now.
Yeah, I reset this screen
It's,
because when you start this screen, if you hold R1 and shoot straight ahead of you, you'll get a headshot on this guy. There we go. I accidentally aimed the wrong way and I didn't want to bother actually having to do any work. So.
Currently,
Usually just running in the front door of a place is not very stealthy, but
Especially slamming through the door.
Oh.
yeah, just like slam it open.
And his scientist disguise, he
Yeah.
totally looks like a scientist that belongs here.
And when he moves, he just looks like a scientist.
And then I'm trying to remember which basic move it is, but he actually adjusts his glasses.
Yeah, you hold triangle, he holds his glasses
That's
up.
what it is, yeah, the action.
Yeah. I should probably also mention that I use the snake eater camera in here, which I'm sure is probably irritating a lot of people, but it's just something I've been used to all the time.
I'm actually surprised.
I've never really had a problem with it.
I'm actually surprised you use basically almost everything so far.
Yeah, the third person camera is useful here because in 2 of my practice
That guy.
runs, while I'm here, that guy, if you run into a wall at any time there after bumping into him, he'll see you, and that doesn't work.
Yeah, that one.
But the funny thing is, I never had that happen until I started practicing while I was here.
Really?
Wow. It's a
So
marathon one.
hopefully I have all the marathon luck off camera.
Blame the controller. That's usually what I do.
So currently, Siglemix playing 16-star Super Mario 64 is at $1,827.63 out of $5,000.
Not bad.
And the beautiful part is the scientists don't care about the cardboard boxes.
Well, they're scientists. That's why they
Yeah.
know.
They just get really confused.
Scientists are too smart for the cardboard box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really only scientists who know scientists outfit. There was an outfit later on that you used to get them somewhere else that no one recognizes.
I wish real scientists ran like this, like hunched over and just.
Real scientists wear bandanas.
Did I
Yes.
Real scientists get infinite ammo. Even though this one it's a camo, but that's different. Oh, face paint.
This guy's pretty smart too. He sees a scientist running away, but he's too far away to do anything about it. Because normally when they see you in the scientist costume outside, if you stay there too long, they'll throw you in prison. But he's not very bright.
Which reminds me, if you talk to Sigint about the Patriot gun, where it's just like, you have infinite ammo because of the shape of the barrel. just shaped in like two cylinders that shape form an infinity symbol. And they're just like, yep, makes sense.
Yeah, I actually came up with a different strategy for this room, but it didn't seem marathon safe. I think it's actually faster. So I was proud of myself because as far as this game has come, to actually find something faster than
Yeah.
a current run is
A
quite
ton
a
of
feat.
people have already put a lot of work into it, and there's so many strategies I've seen.
Best boss fight. It'll be over very quickly.
Oh yes, so this particular boss fight.
The theater.
As long as I can.
What's that first step?
Yeah,
There you
as
go.
long as he's stunned, any damage goes towards his stamina bar.
I did not know that.
Yep. Really quick up here.
It's even better with the Patriot because it does more damage. So
Yeah.
if the fight is literally you blink and you miss it.
The bosses make such a big deal of themselves in this game, and then you get to
Yeah.
fight them, and yeah.
Except for the Fury, man. That's the one boss I'm actually really scared of.
He randomly he can be gone. You can kill him in like a stamina kill in just a few seconds, or he can just destroy you.
Yep. Yeah, most bosses in this mode kill you in 2 hits. So, and he's one of
Man,
them.
calorie mate.
Cause yeah, the Fury, it's like sometimes you can just easily sneak up on him, but sometimes he just gets the Hawkeye on you and just.
Closer than I wanted.
Seems that AGDQ done that one as well, censored
Yeah.
for the string.
Too good.
Okay, so I do something a little different than these speedruns do for marathon safety. It's slower, but this guy has a stun grenade as his third item. But to get a third item, you have to actually hold a guy up. He also randomly carries a suppressor for the Mark 22, but that's not really
Don't shoot me, please!
because the stun grenade is for the end. Instead of 2, I'll have 3, and that makes that fight much more consistent.
Thank you, Near Ziegler, for your $10 donation. Here's $10. Get these guys some singing lessons.
It's too bad the save and advance the clock 2 weeks method isn't faster for real time. Least honorable win ever.
Thank you, Alexander Stockholm, for your $5 donation. Here's yet another $5 from me for that lovely rendition of the theme song that scared my cats. Props for running one of my favorite games of all time, and of course, shout out to the 502 crew.
Okay, yeah, I think I got everything I need.
Apologies to your cats.
Thank you, Aureline Pillay, for your $50 donation. Congratulations, all of you, for another awesome marathon. Here's a little donation for a great cause. Slade. P.S. Go Molotov.
Now, the good thing about fighting the end fairly is that once you figure out how to actually do it properly, it's sort of like revenge for all the first playthrough nonsense and how...
Yeah, during my first playthrough, most people like the end is a very different fight. I
takes
liked
a long time. Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad fight, it just takes a really long time.
Well, most of the boss fights in this game are a little silly. At least the way that I've seen Molotov do them. Practicing in the back room. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone.
Alright, this is, sucker.
Okay, there are 2 spots that he can start in, and, well, I won't jinx myself, I'll wait.
I thought it was always up on that cliff in the one.
I'll mention it once I figure out where he's at. That's why I equipped the directional microphone, is to confirm where he's at. I don't know why that smoke grenade works, but it does. Okay, yeah. Every single time I do this run, he's on the left. So let's see. Yes, he's on the left. Okay. I was waiting for him to troll me and be on the right.
I thought he was always on the left.
It seems like that in this version, but it's I've had him in the right side sometimes.
I'm trying to remember, eventually he spawns in one of 13 locations?
Yeah, he moves to different spots, but
Yes.
initially he's always in the either on the left or on the right.
He runs fast, surprisingly, for 100 and whatever-year-old man.
Yeah, but he gets tired though, so. And he's also really stupid about grenades. You can throw a grenade anywhere in his general direction. Even if it wouldn't hit him, he'll still duck it and he'll dive. So you can exploit that if he gets away from you, which is normally what I would do with 2 stun grenades. But with 3, I don't need to do that, as long as I don't screw this up.
I really wish that the end was actually like a progress bar to show you how far you were from the end of the game. That would be really cool.
Six spray.
Yeah, I'll explain the fight after this.
Please do.
It's actually quite
Okay, as long as I set myself up right. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
That was good.
sneak
Yeah.
attack.
Good fight, dude. Good fight.
So the way that works is he has like a 3. The cigar spray, when you're ducking, hits twice for some reason, even though you only spray once. And you can hit him 3 times before he'll fall over. So you hit him with the cigar spray twice, and the stun grenade will make him flinch. And you repeat the cycle. Well, you can only hit him with 3 grenades before he'll just stop flinching when you hit him with something. So, as you can see, by then he had lost too much stamina. With 2 stun grenades, you hit him with a smoke grenade instead, and you have to actually fire tranquilizer darts into him instead.
Serious time.
Oh, yeah.
This is the best part of the game right here.
I'm disappointed that Spike isn't here to solo this. I guess he's still asleep.
I'm guessing this is a very good time for some donations.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Perfect time.
Thank you, Jacqueline Florian, for your $5 donation. Loving the Metal Gear run so far, and that Konami prize pack is sweet. I do have to ask, though, why aren't you playing in a love box? Thanks for the hard work, guys. Thank you, Marcus Shower, for your $20 donation. Hey guys, love the cause and the runs. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you, Jacob Sykes, for your $10 donation. Awesome stream, guys. Here's a quick question to the guys in the room. Who is hotter, Eva or Raiden?
Obviously.
Well, if we're to, Volgan likes both of them apparently.
Yeah.
His choice is pretty firm.
Then again, he. Actually, I don't know if it's spoilers or not. We're not watching cutscenes.
Yeah, we're not watching cutscenes.
You know,
Unless somebody
This
wants to
is
put
the
in.
longest loading screen
That one, yeah, that
of all
one,
time.
that one cutscene where like the boss like just destroys Volgan, you, and like that really lets you know about the relationship between Ivan and Volgan.
Though I would take, well, I haven't cleared it, but it would be, say $100 or so. That transmitter scene.
Oh, yeah.
I could play it. See, the beauty is that in this game you have the demo theater, so you can just watch the scene instead of needing to actually screw up the route.
Thank you, Beth Maher, for your $30 donation. Hey guys, just wanted to say great runs and I love Metal Gear Solid 3. I've been looking forward to this run all week. Also, I couldn't help but sing along as well.
I've been looking forward to this run all week. This climb of the ladder.
Okay.
Good time to sit.
Serious time over.
Man.
I forget, what was the secondary effect animals?
Your hands won't shake.
That's what I'm saying.
Smoke grenade. Oh, what was that?
Whoa.
I think the TV just reset.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't pleasant.
Oh, they were asking for you to sing the song again.
I want some more.
Unfortunately.
It's delicious.
Yeah, Spike must still be asleep because he said he would maybe be willing to do that while we were climbing the ladder, but
If he gets here by the time the run's over, we could just do the cutscene.
now what I do here is actually a lot riskier than it looks, or than it should be for a marathon run, but it looks cool. I don't
That's all that
actually knock
matters.
anybody out. I literally just run through the whole place.
A lot of these guys are kind of hard to see if you're not.
Yeah, it's not so bad once you learn the trick to that, but it's... In this next room is one of the few spots where you have randomness outside of a boss fight. If you don't move at the start, you have an automatic headshot on this guy. Sometimes it doesn't work. Nope, didn't work that time. It's very, very rare that it doesn't work.
Well, you managed to get it?
No, he didn't go down. I don't know why it doesn't work sometimes.
No, I mean you managed to get the rare
There it
effect
is.
of it
Yeah,
not working.
yeah. It's that dude all the way up there. It's just easier to let lock on do it for you. Which, by the way, auto aim in this game is terrible. As you probably noticed during the Ocelot fight.
Vultures only eat the dead guys or knock out guys?
I'm not actually sure.
That reminds me of during the Sorrow fight, if you kill and eat one of these birds, after one of these guys, if you kill, he's like just eating like a soldier, and if you kill that bird,
Smartest enemy in the game, right here. Definitely the smartest guy.
but if you kill that bird and you eat it during the Sorrow fight, there's literally a guy who's like, "You ate me."
Yep. Wonderful Easter egg.
Yeah, because most people aren't going to see that. It's a really good one.
The Metal Gear series is just full of amazing Easter eggs.
Yeah.
I like that technology back from Psycho Manus, just to completely mess with you.
Yeah, my favorite is if you watch one of the speedruns, I forget who did it, it was probably Hikari. One of his methods later on in the game, he wakes up a dog on purpose, and when it barks, the guard next to him, he says, "Did you say a box?" Did you seriously ask the dog?
And this is like that the HD collection fixes the bug here where you can just go out of bounds.
Yeah, you could fall through the floor and skip this meeting with Ava. The bright side is I was never able to actually get that glitch to work in practice, so
Yeah,
it gives me an excuse not to.
I tried on the PS2 version. It seemed random to me. I wasn't.
The wall's not solid. Yeah. I never actually really understood how it worked because the one YouTube description of how it worked was in Japanese and Google Translator just destroyed it. Yeah, it was something about like going into first-person view and all that stuff. It was complicated.
And it only saves like a minute.
Yeah, especially on the HD version. I mean,
yeah.
If you have even less, you can't screw it up even close to as many times.
So is it good to read some donation comments?
Sure.
All right. Thank you, Bryce Clawton, for your $5 donation. Snake Eater. This can go to Siglemic's 16-star run, and shoutouts to Adam A.K., Peaches, Lee SDA, and VG. Thank you, Matthias Salderberg, for your $9.30 donation. With this, you may empty my PayPal account 3 times this marathon. Let whoever matches this donation choose where it goes. Thank you, Christopher Heckman, for your $10 donation. Woke up at 3:30 a.m. just to watch. Totally stoked for the Metal Gear Solid run. A question for Molotov. Could Snake's name possibly be an anagram for sneak?
It might be. Alright, this is by far the hardest fight in the game.
Gotta fight Ned.
Definitely need audio cues. You know what, I'll just do this. I'm too lazy to actually figure out how to menu properly, so. Because I equip the Oscam, but it very rarely allows you to survive more than 2 hits. Please don't troll me. I'm not even gonna take that chance. How did that hit me?
I don't know. Stamina kill on this guy is tough.
But for some reason, oh wait, please don't.
His flame suit is ripped, so he shoots more flame. It's a real good plan.
Trap. Get up. Okay, this is really bad. I literally can't take any damage at all. That's too risky. Can't do it. I just have to wait for him to come around the corner, hopefully. That might still hit me.
Congratulations, you won stage 4 of the Running Man competition.
But the Fury's little backstory where it's like he came back down from space and saw the Fury. Where it's like all the other guys are like soldiers, he's just a crazy guy who likes fire.
Okay. I'm gonna do something that's a little newer. It's technically risky, but I've been doing pretty well at it in practice. Basically, the reason I fired all those handgun shots after the Ocelot unit was to get a spare magazine, which I'll use to distract one guy and take a shortcut through this next room.
So in case you're wondering why I kept on calling the Fury Ned, if you're able to see the front of his space helmet, in the acrylic on his helmet looks like the word Ned.
Okay, let's not screw this up. Okay, you heard it. Yes, okay. It's kind of an interesting thing in this game. A little trick is that if you roll at the exact point that you enter a guard's hearing range, he'll turn around to look at you, but you'll roll right past him and he won't actually see you. Oh, yeah, it's just a little thing. I could have done it there, but I rolled early so that he wouldn't hear me at all.
are signs of enemy infiltration. Commence alert formation.
Yeah, you can do that with just the cardboard box instead of the spider camo, but it is incredibly precise.
And for those who are unaware of what European Extreme is, basically he cannot get caught. If he gets an alert, it's game over. So he needs to go completely stealthy.
Which the fun part is that European Extreme actually doesn't let you fight the little Easter egg mini bosses. After you meet Eva, if you look closely in the base, there's this one guard patrolling around. If you fire a shot to alert him, you'll instantly get into a boss fight with a whole bunch of helicopters. But you can't trigger the alert in Extreme or European Extreme. So.
And here is basically the camouflage and face paint where you can literally do anything.
Yep, punch a guard in the face, no problem.
Punch him in the crotch, no problem.
Face paint is really strong.
The first view of the Shagohod.
Well, it's not really Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. It's the original Metal Gear, I guess.
Original idea for it.
Am I good to read some
No,
more off?
definitely.
All right.
Donation time.
Thank you, Jeff Toe, for your $10 donation. All to Siglemic 16-star run. Thank you, Andre Glafagil, for your $10 donation. Hey guys, Smipes here. Watch out for cave demons. And remember, a knife is useless against its massive claws.
Yeah, the action button will let you do that salute.
Thank you, the Englishman, for your $10 donation. I'm so glad that I'm able to catch this one. Huge shout out to Molotov and good luck. Since we're singing the Snake Eater theme has already been met, let's put this money towards chanting the Snake Eater lyrics as well, like a William Shatner beat poem.
Oh. Oh.
I am still in a dream. Snake, eat. Thank you, Englishman.
Unskippable.
Thank you, Allison Byron.
Key break, real quick.
These games usually have like a torture segment. And,
I mean, like between the ladder and this, I feel like we have enough time to make a sandwich or two.
you probably could.
The good part is, both of those sequences, when you're doing practice, they allow you to check your splits. Which, on mine, I use my TV as a monitor, so I had to switch video modes. I'm like, hey, that works for me. I don't have to do anything.
That does help.
Whoa, why is the brightness screwing up?
Yeah, I saw it go bright. I don't know if that was in game.
I didn't see a change on here.
Yeah, it's on the TV. It like gets dark and then bright and dark, bright.
It might be trying to
When you
adjust
do
because
the
it's
menu thing.
just a black screen. Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
Next on the dialogue.
Yeah,
box,
that's what it is.
Auto adjust.
Interesting.
then he was.
Power saver mode, probably.
First, let's take a look at your body.
What a beautiful body you have.
What a beautiful body you have. Like a newborn baby.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's Volgan's attitude towards Eva.
Yeah, he says different things depending on how many injuries you've gotten up to that point.
Let's get started.
His punches actually don't do that much damage, but I figure why not just do this little trick and not take any damage at all. So.
Is it the Shagohod?
I think you've never played Snake Eater?
I'm the only one I've ever played.
A legacy.
Yeah, Snake Eater's really good, and Volgan's quite an interesting character.
Who is helping you?
Sadomasochist, yeah, definitely.
Who let you in here?
I like how if you release the button during the torture sequence, all the damage that he would have done gets dealt to you immediately.
I am a patient man.
It's like they try to bait you into releasing it because there's such a pause before the load screen. It's like, go ahead, do it, release it. There we go.
Okay.
Yes.
And now we have the fancy eye patch.
Yes. Congrats.
We're not going to do the transmitter thing here.
Metal Gear Solid game without being stuck in a jail cell somewhere.
With Johnny. Because,
Yeah,
fun fact, that is Johnny.
He's my favorite guard.
He's the grandfather of Johnny Yakuza from Metal Gear Solid later on.
Nice.
Wow, that
This TV has...
speakers are amazing.
It's just this TV.
It's the TV. It doesn't sound like that on the screen.
I screwed up.
Physics.
Who's calling you? Don't call me. I'm trying to sneak up with something.
There. Smoke my cigar.
I'll keep it.
The cigar is actually useful in this part for some reason. You know, like what, every other game in the series, the cigar is useless? It's actually useful here because you have to kill yourself to get through the sorrow faster. So you might as well just drain your health now. This is definitely the hardest securing of the prison escape.
What's that sound?
There, yeah.
Yeah, quite frankly, like doing this without getting caught is
Very difficult.
it's. I almost don't even think it's intended too much. I'm pretty sure they had to do like workaround stuff, like adding little holes there just so it could be done.
To give you an idea, I forget, what is it you unlock? It's the Infinity Face Paint or the Stealth Camo? It's Stealth Camo, I think it is. You can either shoot all the Kirotan frogs, or you can do a no alert run. So it's like they had pity on you. You
Yeah.
could do an alternate method. But thing is, this is actually, if you use the full 25 saves the game allows you, this is actually one of the easiest games to get best rank on. Because 25 saves throughout this game is very easy.
And the Karotan rank is another pretty good category. It's interesting, the route for it.
Yeah, shooting all 64 of those little frogs hidden everywhere.
'Cause,
And then
on-
missing one in the bike chase and wishing you didn't have to repeat it.
Basically, each and every single unique map has one of those little frog guys on it.
The bike chase is dumb.
Yeah.
It's pretty much one of the big reasons why I didn't decide to actually make Tuxedo a donation incentive. I thought about it, started practicing it a little too late, but wearing a tuxedo during that thing in European Extreme, surviving would be very difficult.
Yeah. I imagine you wear the I can't remember the name of it. It's the Volgan.
The Cold War.
Cold War.
Yeah.
Because it's just
So good.
good for that segment.
Thank you, Allison Byram, for your $5 donation. Use kicking in Metal Gear Solid 3 to get an animal ration of some kind. Shout out to Kishi Bear.
I thought about doing that, kicking that crab. I usually miss though.
Actually, are there any points where you can do it after this point?
It would just waste time.
Oh wait, when you're leaving with Ava would be one.
Thank you, Adrian Pagula, for your $19.79 donation. Props for running the best Metal Gear Solid game. That was an impressive naked Ocelot unit fight. Put $10 towards 16 star and the rest towards Mirrod's choice.
Yes. Wait, is there any left? I'd like to tell me. How much was it and how much was for 16 stars?
Just $9.79 went towards Mirrod's
Sorrow-
choice.
Well, every bit counts.
Yeah.
Best boss fight strategy, drown yourself. Yep. Just don't make the same mistake I usually made when I first started playing this game. Do not select continue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. This game throws some
Yeah, there's
punches
some
at
weird
you.
stuff.
It's so cool.
But it's like, it's the way the game mechanics can screw around with your mind.
The thing is, I should have seen it coming because when you really pay attention to that fight, you should, the hints you should take note of that that's not real. I mean, the guy's already dead. So.
Now that's only possible if you haven't killed anyone, right? Any soldiers?
No, you can do it any.
Oh.
So you just got decoy octopus.
Yeah, the difference is
Decoy
that,
octopus is the game.
is that if you kill people, the walk to the Sorrow's body, it takes a lot longer.
Yeah.
The weird part is, even if you don't kill the bosses, they still show up in the river sequence. Which makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Longest loading screen ever. So definitely donation time if you have any.
I have quite a few. Thank you, Talon Schaefer, for your $5 donation. Fingers crossed for a Foxhound rank. Put this towards the Glimmick 16-star run. Thank you, Thomas Scheich, for your $30 donation. Metal Gear Solid is my favorite series in all of gaming. Seriously, greatest games ever made. Love the speedrun. Good luck on your future Metal Gear Solid and Zelda runs, Molotov. Put this 30 to whatever is needed and to the Metal Gear Solid 3 prizes.
I like how that guy has the username with one less O.
Thank you, Raul Estrada, for your $5 donation. From In Training, charity shows the best of human nature, giving without thought of oneself. You guys are doing a great thing and you should be proud. Also, I beat Alexu naked in Cleric vs. Cleric, and he didn't give webcam. Weak. Thank you, Daniel Liu, for your $10 donation. This is the best way to kick cancer's ass since Russell Crowe and Fighting Around the World. I lost my grandmother to cancer a few years ago and appreciate what you're doing. I would like to dedicate this donation to everyone watching from Devilish.
These guys are pretty smart too, as you'll see. Cardboard boxes are definitely the greatest weakness of any of these enemies.
Thank you, Claire Ferry, for your $5 donation. Donating one final time, please put all of my $40 of my donation towards Myriad's Choice. Curiosity is getting the better of me. Thanks for everything you guys are doing and for the great Metal Gear Solid 3 run. When is Raiden in this one?
We already passed
Yeah,
by
we
now.
passed that point.
As you can see, they are no match for boxes.
Too strong.
Thank you, Clinton Merritt, for your $20 donation. Put this towards the Cubone artwork. Shout out to Worcester. May your rage pierce the heavens. Freeze Venusaur, Team Confuse Ray.
This is another thing most people don't know. Just like in the old Metal Gear games, you can hide in a box and get delivered.
So, unlike the original,
In a truck.
I forget, do you have to use specific cardboard boxes to get teleported?
Yeah, it's...
Speaking of the Cubone artwork, Lee, did you show off the Pokemon prizes that started this block?
I'm kind of waiting for the Pokemon block to show them off. Technically, you can enter right now and win them, but I don't want to show off Pokemon prizes while we're busy shooting people and choking them out.
Yeah, that one shot in that area just completely ruins any challenge in this room because they go to investigate and by the time they come back you're already done setting the bombs. Because normally there'd be a guy right here.
Has there been any donations since just, I don't know, like some of the goofy cutscenes I remember from Subsistence, are they in the HD collection?
I'm not actually sure. I only own the PS2 version of Snake Eater.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I remember my friend brought it over.
The secret Santa ones.
Yeah,
all the
Like
secrets.
you won't ride
Yeah.
going back in time to try to become the main character.
Yes, they're all
I
over.
believe that's in the demo theater, yeah.
There's the one with the
Okay.
train.
This
Yeah,
fight is
that's
actually
a good
challenging
one.
if
And
I
then the
don't
rock,
do it
paper,
right.
scissors contest.
Genius. Like, Kojima was just mad. That's amazing.
Yes, this particular fight is hilarious.
If I do it right. Nope. I missed.
Still hilarious.
There it is. And so we're fighting Cole from Infamous.
Okay.
Good job.
Second round.
One of the other things you can do is throw a frog at him, and he gets distracted by the frog. But you don't
Oh
absolutely
yeah,
have
I
to do that
forgot
at all.
about this. They've been smart.
So, in case you're wondering why he's going Ivan, that's the name of the Raiden lookalike character in this.
Oh, that came.
Wow. That's not the.
There we go.
I'd just like to remind you that this stream is PG-13.
And graveyard
shift.
Hey.
Another little Easter egg is if you look at Ivan when he's in the locker, his underpants actually have a little lightning bolt.
Why are you looking at his underpants? Just
There's
He
random
wants to
Easter
know.
eggs you find here.
Yeah, if you play enough Metal Gear Solid, you start looking everywhere.
Yeah.
Cold War camo, so
Man, this camera
useful.
is the silliest looking thing ever, but its effects.
Yeah. You have like the Russian flag on the front side,
of
American on
seeing
the
Metal
back.
Gear everywhere. I don't know if you guys saw the tag on that lovely shirt that Molotov was wearing. It's modeling for us.
You might want to turn that down a bit.
Sorry, I'll wait for this to be over. Rocket's supposed to be
It's a
loud.
long time.
It's okay, Rocket's supposed to be loud.
Okay, so if you have any donations, this is the auto scroller, so
All
it'd
right.
be a good time.
Yeah, it's really loud.
Let's see. Thank you, Frankie Diorismo, for your $30 donation. This is my last donation for the marathon. Let's go get to 400K. Can I request Molotov enter the menu at any point of the run and spin Snake's model around so that he vomits? One of my favorite Easter eggs.
Maybe at that.
Thank you, Brett Woolgar, for your $15 donation. Loving your work. Sad that I haven't seen all of it live. Great cause, and I'm a great effort for you all. Going in for that Konami pack. Thank you, Jack Wright, for your $30 donation. Hello from England. Started watching speedruns last year thanks to you guys, and love what you are doing for a great cause. Loved Devil May Cry 3 run, and looking forward to Final Fantasy IX finale. My favorite Final Fantasy, Jack W. Thank you, Anthony Brooks, for your $10 donation. Donation 3 of 5. Took the day off to watch all the games. Been loving the marathon so far.
I can't even.
Thank you, Christine Tier, for your $50 donation. Ah, Metal Gear Solid 3, the greatest movie of all time. You guys are doing a great job. Keep up the awesome work. Please put my $50 towards Sig's 16-star run. Okay, this one I might screw up. Thank you, Heather Zorzexny, for your $20 donation. Just got my computer rebuilt in time to watch the Metal Gear Solid run. Thank you for what you are doing. Thank you, Eric Lindberg, for your $10 donation. Hey guys, great cause you're doing this for. Those Metal Gear Solid prices are sick. And thank you for playing the best game in the world, Metal Gear Solid Heart.
Yeah, you probably already noticed by now, but normally you're not supposed to damage the Shagohod until the boss fight, but just a little chip damage at the middle section. If you do enough, it adds up. It just makes the boss fight a little bit shorter.
Just for the benefit of the Jack, can you explain how you're firing so fast with a rocket launcher?
Oh yeah, if you unequip and re-equip a weapon, it automatically reloads it and cancels like firing animation.
It's actually something Kojima legitimately put in the original one called tactical reloading.
I know like a lot of games like Counter-Strike, that's pretty common knowledge.
Yeah. But they took it out in Peace Walker because
Yeah, I took out Peace Walker.
wanted to be a jerk.
And the Cold War ammo, camo, for those who don't know, it's like it has the Russian flag on the front, and all of these soldiers out of such extreme honor will not shoot you from the front side. However, the American flag on the back, they'll shoot the shit out of that just fine.
Which is important because there are 2 guys in this section that have, well, actually 4 guys in this section that have rocket launchers. And you do not want to get hit by those. There's one right there. These guys, the dudes at the end with the rocket launchers, actually aren't much of a threat because by the time they see you, you're already gone. They take their time loading their ammo. And this is where I can do the turtles in time strategy for this. If you have the Cold War camo and you shoot the guy in the side car, the driver actually won't fire at you. So you can just sit there and watch the rest of the scene play out, no problem. Because otherwise they just keep respawning infinitely.
As you know, if you've never played this game before and you're using Subsistence HD Collection, use the original Snake Eater cannon for this section.
Yeah, because otherwise you get this, which
Yeah,
is just
that's
boring.
that now.
Alright, so I can go through a couple more donations real quick. Thank you, Alejandro Tadio, for your $5.55 donation. Thanks for the fun runs and helping out cancer victims, Alex and Sarah. Thank you, Odd Arn Andreasen, for your $10 donation. Great marathon for a great cause. Keep being awesome. This goes towards Siglemic's 16-star run. Thank you, Connor Lindop, for your $5 donation. $5 for that clutch Fury fight. Molotov can put this wherever he wants.
Has Super Mario 64 been met yet?
Nope.
No,
I'll
it has
put it
not.
there.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you, Aaron McD, for your $50 donation. Derpy Hooves. $50 to beat Volgan without mushrooms. Thanks for running one of my favorite games of all time.
Try to do this a little bit safer than before, because because in one of my practice runs, I ended up getting a kill out of nowhere, and I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, Volgan does not care
Okay,
about
this part really hurts the hand.
What ammo?
Hit him in the treads. I kind of like hitting him in the treads. It's not good for speed, but when you're hitting him like this all the time, he never gets a chance. It cancels any attacks he's using on you, and that's kind of a good thing because one of his attacks involves firing a bunch of missiles, which would really hurt. So it's kind of like a safety thing. If it happens, it's good.
Thank you, Wes Priest Tacky, for your $10 donation. You guys are doing a great thing for a great cause. Love Metal Gear Solid 3. You guys did an awesome job singing the main tune. Go Seahawks.
Don't screw this up like I did in early practice when I was way too tired. I had like no idea what bombs I was shooting.
I planted 4 secret rockets. 4 bombs. 4 left. Only 1 more left. Keep your aim steady.
Yeah, if you fire too early, you get a game over. So.
No.
No.
This is just sort of starting the end game.
Okay.
Yeah, still got more auto scroller after
Quite
this.
a few bits.
A very luck-based boss fight that I'll be honest, I have not really practiced because it's so stupid.
Yeah, you'll definitely know when the final boss is.
Final
actually,
boss is the boss.
Well, shouldn't we time out on the Ocelot revolver duel thing?
Yeah, I always end input after I shoot Ocelot in the face. So, where she drives is totally random, it seems. That and you can keep shooting these stinking treads, and it's random whether it actually wants to count as a hit. As you can see. Yeah, because you can shoot him in his weak point, which will cause him to stop always, but you have to get lucky that she'll actually drive around behind him and stop there. Seriously?
This is just unlucky.
Okay. Wow, where was I in there? Yeah, I should have shot the other shred probably. Like I said, I haven't really practiced this fight much. There's not much to it other than just shoot tread, shoot weak points. So.
And you can't really manipulate to give up. At least not that I know of.
Yeah. Definitely one of the reasons why I would never consider seriously speedrunning this game. Yeah, there we go. That's why shooting him during all those other parts is so important.
I think you still saved 1 cycle of that, right?
Maybe.
Ish, at least.
Yeah. If you are really good at canceling, you'll get him in. Okay, I didn't pay attention. Wow, that's new. That is really new. but yeah, if you get a lot of damage on it, I think you could probably save 2 or 3 shots on it total. I could do this Turtles in Time version, you know, aka not shoot anything at all.
Yeah, the Cold War
But
really makes this segment.
but that would be boring, so let's just shoot it.
Because it's actually somewhat challenging, especially on European Extreme with the regular ammo.
Especially the section right after this. The flying guys.
Yeah,
The
you
guns
really
are...
could see them when we were during the escape of when you were going when we were in the river earlier. They were flying over us. Now you can actually see them.
Yeah, and even with the Cold War, they can actually do quite a bit of damage to you. So, without it, it's nasty. I'm going to resist the temptation. Normally in practice runs, I would shoot the Kirotan at the end just because you get the free shot at it. But I just don't want to take the risk of accidentally shooting an enemy in the leg and killing him. So, we'll just look at the frog instead. We'll say hi to him.
So can I read off some more
Sure,
donations? All right. Thank you, Nicholas Garbadin, for your $30 donation. Crossing my fingers for a Maniac Mansion run next year.
Look
Summer
at
Games
Summer
Done Quick?
Games Done Quick? Yeah. Actually, you won't find it under Maniac Mansion. Look for SimCity.
Oh, hey, okay.
I don't remember if I labeled the file as SimCity and Maniac Mansion or not. I think I might.
You labeled it both.
Okay.
Alright.
Thank you, Tim Dreher, for your $19 donation. Hey guys, great marathon. I'm really looking forward to Pokemon Gold. Put this money towards the Glemic 16-star run.
You know what? I take back what I said. Let's shoot that frog.
Got it.
Thank you, Sebastian Nielsen, for your $20 donation. Good work, guys, and keep it up. Molotov chooses where this money goes.
Super Mario 64.
What else? What other like challenges haven't been?
That's the only challenge.
There's one, there's the Spike and Collectible Sync.
That got
That got
There you
mad.
go.
Yes,
Okay.
that actually
There's
did
still
get
some
met.
choices for Pokemon Gold, like the rival and the starter name, I think.
Yeah, we are about 2/5 of the way there on the 6x 16-star challenge. So, thank you everyone for your donation.
And another choice is whether or not I should shave my head and make a wig for cancer. So all this hair I have.
We got our damn it counters.
Donation battle. Who plays the touch?
Yeah, there's
Oh, that's
Not very nice.
whether it's Rain playing it or Spike plays it while Rain stares on Cody playing it.
The bonus stream, I'm definitely going to do some max score and maybe some crazy ones. It's a one frame run.
So it's like the first half of this game was you running around spaces, and then like the second half is a bunch of auto-scrolling bosses. Is that what's going on?
You're escaping now,
Yeah.
essentially.
For like 40 minutes, you're escaping.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only one more screen after this, so auto-scroller, so...
So this is 1960.
1964,
It's
yeah.
rocket launchers.
Yep. Gotta use a rocket launcher on the log. That's not overkill at all.
Everybody loves the ball.
Log's not my friend. Let's shoot it.
Really? So nice. It's really weird.
I like how apparently there's just one log that can really match up against how many others there
Yeah.
can
I don't, like, look, just go around it. It's fine.
I will not turn. Shoot it.
Yeah, this is where if you're doing a Kirotan run, it gets kind of ugly because there's at least one frog in this screen, and trying to hit it while moving is kind of difficult. Oh wow, I got him.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, I'll take it.
Thank you, Sarah England, for your $10 donation. Hello there, really lovely to see one of my favorite games, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, in this marathon. Also, shout out to my lovely girlfriend Cassandra. Love you. Let's prevent cancer. Sarah, the Queen of Silly. Thank you, Eddie Morgan, for your $10 donation. Game over, cancer. Game on, SDA. Thank you, Francis Halem, for your $50 donation. Hello from New Zealand, and what an amazingly nail-biting Metal Gear Solid run you have. This week has been a phenomenal drive for the cancer prevention and awareness. Shoutouts to Ark, who donated but forgot to comment. Thank you, Patrick Edwards, for your $5 donation. Forgot to even comment on my last donation. Also, during Metal Gear Solid 3, put the total $30 towards Siglemic's 16 star if you can, and publicly shout out how good this Metal Gear Solid run is. Not enough love for one of the best in the series.
It's more interesting than just sitting around.
Thank you, Justin Anselmo, for your $10 donation. Very enlightening speedrunner of Snake Eater. Amazing play. Put this towards Sig 16 star.
Now you gotta love this next part. She gets impaled on a tree, and she comes away with just 2 cuts.
Told you she's an android.
Yeah, I only have one more screen with enemies in it, and then it's the boss, so we could be close to a good run. Hopefully.
Thank you, Sebastian Lindgren, for your $30 donation. Putting $30 to keeping Eva conscious. Adamarcus.
In fact, we'll just leave her there.
Technically counts. Yes.
Thank you, Zilch, for your $20 donation. SMK is the Pokemon rival. Shoutouts to Nicole for donating lots of money towards this, and Worcester for the inevitable breakdown.
Oh, that part you initiate the cutscene.
Yeah, as long as you just move quickly through this area, you don't actually have to avoid any guards.
Thank you, Christopher Brenner, for your $5 donation. I've been watching you guys kick ass on and off all week, and wanted to thank you for your time. Put the money towards the runner's choice, and if it's not too much trouble, I'd like to make a shout out to Maddie, 030.
It's always Mario 64.
Thank you, Peter Phillips, for your $5 donation. This Metal Gear Solid run is awesome. That the fear kill was clutch. Props to Molotov, put this to Sig's 16 star run. Thank you, Tony Headline, for your $50 donation. Watch out for the greatest threats to Snake, the Shagahad, Lalululelo, Metal Gear, and the Kenyan Mangrove. Put this to whatever still needs to be met.
Let me have some more.
Oh, I forgot she has her own voice lines.
Thank you, Ali Hamafar, for your $10 donation. Molotov, your run is awesome. Love this game. Thanks to everyone doing this. If the next Die Hard run needs a donation boost, put this towards that.
This is kind
Has
of
the 2-man, 1-controller Die Hard been
a
done
little
yet?
sensitive.
No, it's gonna be after Horizon 4.
Okay.
That's
Do we
right,
know
Die Hard's
who-
going to be
two people, which
after
two people are doing
Super
it?
I'm
Mario.
assuming Cosmo and Withheld, but I'm not sure if that's been nailed down. I don't
It'll
know
be
who else
Cosmo
will be
and
doing
Withheld.
it.
Probably.
I mean, the only other person you could even do it is Kirk Cuney.
I win at the game. I've also taught Oyama, and many people have. There's not much to it. I could teach Push Big Mike before the run's over here.
It's gonna be the most expensive 6 minutes of gameplay ever.
6 minutes. That's.
Well, you know, the first 5 minutes is them just running up and down the stairs. It's once they start fighting that they're gonna have problems.
That's fair enough.
The real twist is it's actually just going to be 2-player 1-controller bad end run.
It'll be frame perfect.
Alright, I'll hold right, you just break glass. We're good.
The one on the right just holds B to run and then presses A once to shoot the glass.
Fun part is once she passes that tree, you can just leave her in the dust. She'll still follow you. I missed. Give me a break. Give me a break. How about? Whatever. This might not be a good thing.
Thank you, Joel Brum, for your $30 donation. Great
This
Metal
is
Gear Solid
not
run.
normal.
I love the game, but the only part that I can do well in this game is climbing the ladder.
Okay.
Please put this to the 16
That's
star
important
run.
to do well. If you can't do it,
That didn't go right
can't
at all.
advance.
But whatever, I'll take it. Really? Why are you still standing?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
In a run of this category, if something doesn't go as you expected, that's a huge problem. So
Definitely.
as long as you,
Because in this mode, they can see you from a mile away. So I could have just used the sniper rifle for this. For some reason, loud bangs don't actually cause alerts here. But why is she taking the long way over? What's wrong with it? Okay, final boss fight.
but it's not when you kill
It's
her,
not
it's
the
not the
time,
time, but it's close.
Definitely silence for this.
Somebody's might want to go wake up Omni then, because I'm going to bed.
That's the last screen. Or second to last.
Let's see what you're made of. Excellent.
I don't know if I held that. Oh, good, I did.
You're better than I remember.
As long as you run a certain distance to this tree here, she'll do this again. We're going to cheese it a little bit. You can shoot her in the back. Normally she blocks bullets, but it's only from the front. Oh, too late. Yeah, whatever. I was gonna slam her to the ground, but hey, cool.
Here I come.
There's. So yeah, there's Fox now. Victory dance.
Snake is so happy.
Victory dance. Yeah, this is where if you had the croc cap, you would put it on and it would show during this scene and make it completely absurd.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. The best camo.
Still too bad you can't skip this, but at least it's not that long. But you can do this.
Keep it safe.
Can I read some donations?
Oh,
at this
yeah,
time?
definitely. Yeah, there's nothing there.
Okay. Thank you to Lucas Grochowski for your $50 donation. Awesome run, Molotov. Put all this towards SIG's 16-star run. Shoutouts to Trihex, Adam AK, and Video Games.
What should I say?
Thank you, Richard Langer, for your $20 donation. Here's another $20 for a great cause during the best game of the last decade. We're always still in a dream, but there's only one Snake Eater. Thanks much for the run, Molotov and friends. Put this towards Mirrod's choice for Wind Waker file name.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Sean Forsyth, for your $5.73 donation. I wish I could donate more. Whoever's in the room is the best Beatmania 2DX player can decide where this goes. If none of you play, shame on all of you. And the donation goes to Super Mario 64.
I can only do like a 3.
2DX?
I can do 4.
Yeah, nah.
Not very good at 2DX.
Okay, get ready on time.
Okay. Technically,
When I shoot him in the face, that's when it goes.
Oh.
So, just basically when you hear the gunshot.
Alright.
Alright. 129.12.
That's a good time. That is really good.
Now we get to 11 minutes.
And I'll say, I don't think we're letting the credits play, are we? Actually, to see the results screen.
We're like right on time. Pokemon Gold should be starting right about now, so.
I'd say we
Should I
should.
see the results screen, though?
Yeah.
For the Fox now?
Let me go.
How long would that
Well,
be?
while we set up, I would like to see it too.
Okay, sure. We can just make that go and we can just set up right now.
Because that
for
was a
this
good
other one.
run.
Yeah, I mean, we could
Yeah,
set
yeah,
up and
yeah.
set up the cutscene.
We can do setup first. And
Although
while
we did kill the boss, so you know, get owned. No longer Foxhound killed the boss. with the Patriot.
You know, it's like the most dramatic scene in the whole thing. 'Cause you're going through the whole entire game. Adventure is just like the game will not continue until.
Yeah, and even actually, if you don't shoot her, he'll shoot her automatically.
Yeah, this is another great song.
Josh Keaton.
Until you've heard it about 30 times.
Alright, so in the meantime, I'm going to try and get some of these donations through.
Plow through these real quick, and then I got some prizes and presents.
Alright, thank you, Daniel Hoffer, for your $100 donation. Greetings from Sweden. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Marcel Blanco, for your $10 donation. This is for the epic felling of a ladder boss. $9.99 to 16 star, 1 cent to Merit's choice.
2 meals. 3 items and then 3 items. So it basically should be like probably 2 life bars, 2 injuries.
Thank you, Myra Carter, for your $10 donation. Just wanted to show some love for Metal Gear while supporting PCF. Thank you, Molotov, for the run. Put this towards Sig's 16-star run.
Yeah, that was really, really good.
Thank you, Richard Hofberg, for your $20 donation.
Yeah.
Awesome work, all of you guys at SDA. You're the best, Molotov. Looking forward for Final Fantasy IX Part 2 and next year's run.
Risky thing, but you just run along
Shout
the
outs
wall
to
and
all
you're watching,
gamers out
like,
there.
well,
Love you. Thank you, Bastian Carwig, for your $30 donation. Hi from Germany. Awesome runs. My dad beat cancer and I hope everyone will. Put this towards runner's choice. Thank you, Alec Parson, for your $5 donation. This is in addition to my 75 earlier. Put this to Sig's run. Let's make it happen. Thanks to all the entertainment this week. Thank you, Eric Lindberg, for your $10 donation. Hi, donating a second time. Put this towards the Metal Gear Solid prizes. Cheers from the cold North, Sweden.
Yeah, we can keep a track.
Yeah, it's
Because
not
we
like
tried
Replay where
to
it
start
tells
by
you.
doing the because we already knew about this one.
Thank you, Enrique Garcia, for your $5 donation. Great run on Metal Gear Solid 3, picking up a few tips for when I decide to replay it. Here's to hoping that everyone in the room stands up and salutes after the boss fight. $5 goes to the runner's choice.
Gibson's Castle could be a very.
Thank you, Shay Rufo, for your $6.66 donation. Great job, great work. Send it to Super Mario 64. Also, can you shout out to Franklin? Cheers, guys.
I like how the credits are so long, and they're actually longer in this version.
Really?
Yeah, than the original.
Oh, yeah, I
because
guess.
they have extra stuff in it. The credits are so long that they had to add like a little jingle bit.
Oh yeah, because the
between.
song was
Yeah.
just
Omni, are we gonna use the SD TV?
To be honest, dude.
Actually, not one of those. You want to just move the Xbox one?
Oh, you're using mine? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's like, which one am I using? Oh, there's my GameCube. Stealing it out of the other room.
So 1, 3, and then you have hospitals.
Speaking of which,
not
I think
one
I
person
did my
here
sis,
has neat
like,
writing.
totally sitting in. Okay.
I guess like of all the people writing their names, not one of them can write names.
This into the prize tracker for $5.
And here's the little jingle thing they added in here. You think they would have just made this credits skip?
Yeah, like
I mean,
go faster.
yeah.
It wouldn't.
No, don't speed them up. Just add extra. Nobody will beat this more than once.
Oh yeah, that's like when you if you were to save, you know, that's a thing in games. The girl after every time she saves talks about a movie that was released at the time. It's like there's so much about this game that's so cool.
Yeah, the fun part is there's like a running joke in my family about how much I love Godzilla. And the very first thing she says after you say this about
Godzilla,
is
yeah.
like, this game is made for me. So I'm telling you, Godzilla can make any genre better.
Like, especially this game, even Godzilla makes it better.
Even like romance movies, Godzilla can just step on one of the leads and the movie's better.
I'm not even sick. This is from
Sadly, we can't have this theme anymore. Like, no, I can't do it anymore. So MGS4 doesn't let us have one. That's why he's changed. Yeah, it's a shame. The one
See, this is why I was thinking, man, it's too bad I didn't play a short game and run like Super Mario Bros. On the time the credits.
So, just to remind those of you just joining us, this is Awesome Games Done Quick 2013, brought to you by SpeedDemosArchive.com.
I definitely would have.
And we also have members from Speedruns Live here. Both sites
I'm sure
are
Flippy would have
great
appreciated wearing the
for
Escape
speedrunning
mask
video games, having
during the ending scene.
collecting knowledge, and Speedruns Live is also a good site for racing video games. And we are here raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, which saves lives through cancer prevention and early
No, we
detection
still gotta hear Austin.
through research, education, community outreach, and advocacy.
But
And up next, we have the Pokemon Gold Run by Worcester, along with several very interesting Pokemon prizes during this block.
at least this doesn't take all that long, so it's only a few minutes.
It's on the inside. Actually, what happened there was when I was welding it together, a drop of solvent dropped on it and made like a big splotch because the solvent like eats through it really quickly. So I had to sand it out and polish it. And I mean, it looked a lot worse than that before, but now it kind of looks like a
Oh yeah, should have warned people.
But I polished it as hard as I could.
Yeah.
Do not watch the ending. Spoilers.
If you haven't played this game, like, you won't understand anything, but this will kind of ruin.
Yeah. This basically spoils the entire population.
Yeah. it spoils the
They
game.
can play this whole entire thing, you know, saying I'm big boss.
Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission.
Good job, boss.
The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us in America's hands.
America. Shout out to America.
This morning, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived.
Metal Gear. This is awful. I want some more.
Indeed so.
Indeed.
States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes.
That's more of a revolver technique.
That's right.
The cutscene was. I guess I would have donated for the cutscene where he's talking about the gun when Ava gives it to him and he's just loves that gun.
It's not that much longer. It really isn't. The only reason that I wanted to have it in there is just so you could see the rank at the end.
Yeah.
If I hadn't gotten Foxhound, I would have just said skip to the credits.
It might just come in handy someday.
How long is this thing again?
It total with this and the credits, it's 11 minutes or 10 or so minutes. Yeah.
Thanks, Metal Gear Solid.
Really, Miles?
It was an alarm. I wanted to wake up now.
Shout outs to Hideo Kojima.
Okay, now it's definitely near the end.
They have no idea that I've been
Triple crossing.
Yeah. Every single game, Ocelot's like, you don't know what side he's on even after you've heard, like read the plot.
Yes.
And he says, always at the CIA's disposal.
Yay,
Mr.
Adam.
Biblical story
Wait,
reference.
Adam's
Shout
girl
out
was
to
Adam?
Whoever the hell Adam is.
Mr. Director.
All right, Foxhound.
Come on, Foxhound.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is insane. European Extreme Foxhound. Wow.
Patriot stealth camo, infinity face paint, tuxedo. Safe? No. We could just do that again.
Alright,
Alrighty.
cool. So, Pokemon. Pokes. Time for pokes. Alright.
Alright, we're gonna run a quick 30-second commercial while we get set up for Pokemon.
Easy game.
Oh, there he is. I'm excited for the sensor one. Monitoring it and seeing how long that lasts. Time to bring big
You miss scent that much? He's like, I just want all the people. Yeah, well, go away.
If Crystal says that must be true.
Okay, while we're getting set up, I'm gonna read a couple more
Yeah, I'll give
donations.
back.
Thank you, Dylan Hicks, for your $55 donation. There's $55 for whatever Molotov wants, as I missed the Devil May Cry 3 run because of work, despite my best efforts.
Mario 64.
Mario 64. Thank you, Timothy Reuter, for your $10 donation. Thanks for letting us see the Foxhound. Keep up the great work. Let Molotov choose where this money goes, which is going towards Super Mario 64 16-star. Thank you, Andrew Jorgensen, for your $10 donation. Worcester is the most awesomest ever. Flyby. Thank you, Michael Stair, for your $5 donation. Just woke up, but I am hoping this makes it in time for Snake Eater. Thank you, Jarvitz, for your $25 donation. Hi, Worcester, it's Jarvitz. Good luck with this run, man. Kevin Squirtle, put this to whatever Worcester wants if he hasn't swore yet. Otherwise, give it to the person leftmost on the couch.
Call it. Dang it. Tommy just taking it.
You belong back there, sir.
Yeah, you're handle that. Get back here.
Our left.
Thank you, Zilch, for your $20 donation. Good luck with the run, Worcester, and the hardest fight in the game, SMK in Azalea Town. I hope SMK appreciates the effort put into this upcoming breakdown. I only have one request, Worcester. Teach TM30 on your yellow run.
So while we're setting this up, we have like an absolute metric buttload of prizes we need to give away during this month. Little, let me count.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Can you convert that to
like a lot. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Let me convert it to America units.
A lot.
A lot. Yes. Okay, so first off, this is a new prize. Yeah. Are these?
I just turned them on.
Alright, lights are hot. Awesome. So, awesome. No problem.
Yes,
no
you are
problem.
coming in loud
This is
and
a new
clear.
prize. We just won it from Dave and Buster's. Shout out to Dave and Buster's. Shout outs to Spin for being a god gamer.
Good job, Spin.
Yep, good job, Spin. New little Pikachu, $5. Awesome. Pikachu plush.
No, record the card. We need a disc.
I have
Also, $5 for. We're gonna have a set of 5
mini perler groups. Basically, we've got, let's see here. Let's see if I can get these out properly. Let's see if I can get these out properly.
Yeah, I replaced it.
We've got Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. In the box, we also have Squirtle, as well as Bulbasaur, as well as Caterpie and Weedle, and all their forms of evolution. So each of these is, so this group of 3 is 1 prize, and we'll have the other 5, or the other 4 as well. These are $5 each. We also have a copy of the Japanese version of Pokemon Green. Sweet deal, $5. We have a a pack of 3 here. This is $10 for a Totodile, a balloon Pikachu, and the surfing Pikachu, my favorite.
The best Pikachu ever.
The best Pikachu. That's $10 for all 3 of them. Also, the $10 is, I told you we have so many prizes for this group. Holy crap. Also, the $10 is this awesome drawing of Cubone.
It's fine. I saved it.
He looks real sad, I'm sure. He's missing his mother and all that. Holy crap, we have so much here. We also have
T-shirts.
We also have T-shirts. So these are all 151 Pokemon.
But there's like 600.
All 151 Pokemon. We've got 3 of them right here. 1 red, 2 blue. 2 blue because blue is better. Yes.
Blue version represent.
Sorry. Worse than disagrees with me. Okay, and I believe those are.
Hang on, we're gonna need a cube control of the set.
Okay, so these are ridiculous and awesome, so I'm not even going to give these away, I'm just going to give them away to myself. We have this sweet set of posters here. I'll just show this to the crowd here. So this is
Oh wow.
it's like a scientific